Welcome, Ovadi. My name is Kasia, and this is your 45-minute Yin class, yoga class. Welcome. How's everyone doing? Just see if people are coming on. Hi, welcome. Good evening. Come on in. This is your 45-minute Yin class. My name is Kasia. Get settled on your mat. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. All right. Let me just tune in here to see if, oh, there we go. Comments will appear here. Let me know how the sound and the music is. My voice with the music, if everything is good. Hello, Elia. Hi. So today's focus will be on back, pertaining mainly into the lower back. Hi everyone, come on in. Lovely to see everyone. Perfect, yes. I know a lot of us sit during the day, and many of us do complain about low back pain, so I thought this would be a very good use of class for low back pain. Hi everyone. Come on in, you guys. We're going to start in 3 minutes. Thank you for the hearts. So for today's class, have blocks. For Yin, always have your friends, which is your blocks, your strap, if you've got that. If you don't have an actual yoga strap, you are welcome to use a pair of old leggings or a long towel. And if you do have a bolster or a bigger pillow that you can, if you're folding forward, you can set your body on it. That can come in handy as well. Or roll up a few towels, you could do that as well. So have those nearby. Not necessarily you will need to use them, but it's always there for you if you do. Thank you, Sharon. You love my outfit. Thank you. Hi, Louie. And Hizan, welcome, namaste. I know we're excited that the clubs are opening. One more week before Mississauga Club opens. That's where I teach. And I will be teaching all styles of yoga, Monday to Thursday, all different classes that are with me. Yin, Hatha, Power and Flow. Loving that we will be able to see each other. I can see how you're practicing, finally, where you're at, what stage you're at, and then really design the class to what I see. That's what I thrive off of. You guys are my students, but you are my teachers at the same time. So your body teaches me where it needs to be guided. Yeah. All right, 1 more minute before we get settled onto our mats. So Yin is a slow practice. It's a very surrendering, stretching practice. So you're not going to work really hard. I think it's more in the mind that works harder, that it needs to be able to let go, to release, and get into the pose, because we do hold the pose for between 2 and 3 minutes. Every pose. Welcome, everyone. Lovely to see everyone on. 19 people. Awesome. 21. Oh, fantastic. So I hope you stick around. 22. Yay. So I hope you stick around and that you can at least do a little bit of breathing if you're not, going to do the entire class, but maybe you can breathe with us. Maybe you can do that. Or on another day, you can come back to the class and do this at your own pace, in your own time. Okay, let's begin. 7:15 on the dot. All right. Get comfortable on your mat. You can sit cross-legged in lotus or legs extended out. However it is comfortable for your body, for your comfortable seat, or you're welcome to sit on the block as well. Hi, Linda. Welcome. Sit nice and tall. Feel length in your spine. Feel your vertebrae stack one on top of the other. And this is where I'm going to allow you to think of what you want in your practice. And if you want something from within yourself, take your palms down onto your legs. And if you want something to come from the higher source, from the universe, take your palms to face up. So you're allowing your soul, your body to receive. Close your eyes and take a deep inhale in through the nose. Part the lips. Gently open your legs and have your feet, the soles of your feet, to touch, creating a diamond shape in between your heels and your pelvic bone. And this is where you can bring in your pillow, your bolster, maybe a few towels rolled up. Maybe if you need a little bit more assistance, maybe even place a block. Take your hands just at the tops of your shins. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale. Start to fold in, rolling in. You decide how comfortable it is for your chest to land onto your supported friend. We'll call these friends. And allow your forehead to roll in. Inhale and exhale. And maybe this is where you're starting to feel a bit of tension and a stretch in the low and mid back. That's where we're focusing on in this practice, is your lower back mainly. Maybe even stack fist on fist or palm on palm to place your forehead. So really figure out, by moving around, modifying your pose so that you're finding a comfort level but with a little bit of a stress in the body. So stress, what I'm saying by stress is it's in a good way, that you're feeling a stretch, because that's where we want to find that happy medium, which in Yin is called the Goldilocks position. Not too little, not too much, just that in between. Take 5 deep breaths. Inhale in through your nose. Exhale through the nose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Last cycle of breath. Exhale out. And slowly on your inhale, begin to rise up. Good. Remove your friend and fold a little bit closer your right foot in towards your pelvis and extend the left leg. So we're going into a half butterfly. Inhale nice and long. And exhale, fold in. Perhaps your forearms are on the floor, or your bolster, your pillow, your towels, or your blocks are there to support you. Okay. Inhale in and exhale. And it's okay here to round through the spine. Notice if you're starting to lift off your sit bones, particularly through the left one because it is extended. Maybe walk your left leg a little bit more in or a little bit out, allowing that left hip to land onto the floor. And here I want you to focus on your sit bones, really grounding, anchoring them in towards your mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. When you get to a spot when you're not feeling any tension, any stretching, take it down to the next modified level. Maybe removing one block, maybe removing one towel, getting back into that Goldilocks position. Breathe in nice and slow. Exhale. Noticing what your body is receiving in this very moment. Maybe it's receiving relief, release, and allow your body to fill with that. 5 more breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice and long inhales. Even longer exhale out. Sometimes we have to sit in the pose for a minute or so to start to feel that Goldilocks position come in. Myself, I'm just starting to feel the stretch in the low back, just where the kidneys are. And send your breath into that stretch. Next inhale, slowly lift up and extend the right leg and bring in the left leg. So there's still space between the end of your heel and your pelvic bone, about 4 or 5 inches or so, 6 inches, depending on the flexibility that's allowing you in your body to feel comfort. Inhale in. Exhale, start to fold in and round through the back. Allow your shoulders to fall towards the floor. Breathe in. Breathe out. Check in with the right
hip and the right sit bone, anchoring back into the floor so it's not lifted, that you're not leaning into the left side. Nice and slow breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Perhaps you're just beginning to feel the stretch in the low back. Gluing in the sit bones to your mat. Just a little bit of pressure from the back through the tailbone, reaching towards the mat. Five breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Nice and slow. Breathe in. Last breath in. Release. Good. On your next inhale, gently pick yourself up. Lift yourself off the floor. Good. Stretch out your legs. Give them a little bit of a shake. Right. Okay. Come onto your fours. So tabletop. Hands right underneath your shoulders and knees right underneath your hips. Knees being hip distance wide. Extend your right leg all the way out to the side. Good. And we'll cat-cow a couple of times. Inhale, drop the belly. Start to gaze forward. Hug the shoulder blades onto your back. Stick out your sit bones. Moon them out. As you exhale, arch, round in. Really protracting the shoulders away from one another. Pushing the hands into the ground. Belly hugs in. Good. Nice and long. Inhale. Reverse. Drop the belly. Stick out the sit bones. Gaze forward. Try not to arch your head up. Just forward is enough. Exhale, round in. Belly is actively hugging into the spine. Chin in towards the clavicle bone, into the chest. Shoulders away from one another. Inhale, reverse. Drop the belly. Hug the shoulder blades onto the back. Gaze forward. Good. Exhale, round in. One more. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, round in. Beautiful. Come back to center and take your leg back into tabletop. Extend the left leg out. You don't have to rotate, I just don't have space. Extend the left leg out to the side. Same thing on the opposite side. Inhale, drop the belly. Anterior tilt, anterior tilt. Moon and stick out the sit bones. Hug the shoulders onto the back. Gaze forward, heart forward. Exhale, round in. Lift up through your rib cage, chin into chest, belly into spine. Slow inhale, reverse. Exhale, round in. Really using the breath and the belly to hug everything in. Squeeze the last bits of air out. Inhale, reverse. Long inhales, long breaths, maybe even holding at the breath. Can you hold for a second or two, maybe even 3? Exhale, round in. Feeling your vertebrae working. Expand through your upper rib cage, through the shoulders. Maybe hold at the peak of your exhale for 3, 4, 5 seconds with no breath. Inhale, drop the belly. Good. Stick out the sit bones. Shoulders hug onto your spine, integrating them in. And reverse. Exhale. Nice and slow. And that hold at the end of your exhale or inhale allows your nervous system to calm down, slowing down the heartbeat. And reverse. Last one. Exhale, round in. And come back to tabletop. Super. Take your knees wide, mat distance wide, tops of your feet flat, big toes to touch. Sit onto your heels. Walk your arms out in front of you to the corners of your mat. Widen through the fingertips, forehead to the floor. And use your hands as suction cups to push into the floor as your tailbone, your hips pull you back. So it's still a very active child's pose. But we're lengthening the curvature of the low back. Belly hugs in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Good. One hand at a time, come onto your fingertips. Forehead is still to the floor. And lift up through your upper arms, through your armpits. Hug the shoulder blades onto your back. And using your core and your back muscles, your low core in the back, right on the kidneys, can you allow to send your tailbone further down towards your heels as you're pushing your fingertips into the ground to lift off. Oh, hi, Leslie. Thank you. Stay here for 5 more breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Very active arms. And a very soft tailbone lengthening through your low back. Good. Inhale in. inhalation and exhalation. On your inhale, release your palms down to the floor. Walk them a little bit in towards your knees and lift yourself up into a seated position. Sit onto your heels if that is comfortable for you. If you need your friend to place between your legs and sit onto your block, you could do that as well. Do you need a block, Adrian? There we go. He needs a block. He's doing the class with me. Okay. So sitting both legs down. You've done this one before with me. It's a really nice low back stretch. Little by little, vertebrae by vertebrae, we're going to curl into ourselves. So curling in. So first chin in. Shoulders round in, the tops of your shoulders round, and start to fold forward. Your palms are facing up, the backs of your hands are onto the floor, sliding them down alongside of your legs towards your feet, allowing the head to land as close to your knees as possible. Perhaps a towel or another block for the top of your head. Allowing the crown, the top of your head, to fall into the floor. This is another version of a child's pose, but tucking a little bit more in, kind of half child's pose, half rabbit. Invite your shoulders to be heavy towards the floor. And send your focus into your low back. Getting that stretch in. We're going to stay here for about another minute, so there's no rush. You will get into your Goldilocks position through time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Notice what is coming up for you. If it's a grocery list of what you're supposed to do tomorrow, what you still need to do tonight, don't worry about that. Let that thought in and allow it to fade. Getting back into the focus of your breath. Getting back into the focus of your body, the stretch, allowing gravity to increase that stretch for you. Five more breaths. Slow down each breath. Invite that little pause between the inhale and the exhale. One more full breath in and out. Flip your palms back towards your face for support as you lift yourself up onto your inhale. Beautiful. How are you feeling? Good stretch? Yeah? Okay. Let's come back into tabletop. and tap the tops of your feet just to give them a little bit of an awakening, because we've been on the tops of the feet for a little bit of time. Sometimes they can say, I'm sleeping, wake them up. Good. Okay. Curl your toes under. Inhale the right arm out to the side. And as you exhale, weave it underneath the left arm, allowing your shoulder to land to the floor and the right side of your face onto the floor. Pick up your elbow and walk your fingertips, your left fingertips, right in front of your face with a 90-degree bend into the elbow. Good. You can close your eyes or gaze right in front. So your toes here are curled under for balance, but if it's more comfortable for you to leave your toes flat on the floor, please do that. Maybe one foot is for support and the other one is flat. Play around with it. See what your body's telling you. Good. I'll give you a few modifications into the thread the needle. You can still walk your right arm maybe a couple more centimeters out in front so that you're really rolling to the outer edge of the shoulder blade. And you can stay here, feeling that stretch, the twist of the low back, mid back, and into the upper back. So your left hand is your support. And you can also take your left arm all the way up towards the ceiling. You can stay there. Or you can bend into the left elbow and weave it behind your back, finding the outer right hip, or maybe finding the inner right thigh. Yes. There's a few variations. So depending how openness you have in the shoulders or what you're really wanting to receive in this practice. Breathe in and breathe out. Open up your right fingertips wide. Feel your breath. Anytime you can unweave your arm or stay here. 5 more breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Full inhale, exhale. Set your palm down in front of your face, and on the inhale, slowly start to rise out. Come back into tabletop. Neutralize the spine. Hug the belly into your low back. And come down onto your whole stomach. Legs extend back behind you. And walk your elbows to be aligned underneath your shoulders. Palms facing down onto your forearms. And widen your legs, the width of your mat a little bit more. Tops of your feet flat. And on your inhale, start to lift your gaze forward in front of you and get really heavy into your belly, into your
pelvis into your front of your hips. This is Sphinx. Start to activate your shoulders, pull them back towards one another, broadening through the clavicle bone, allowing the heart to look forward. Inhale. Exhale. You're welcome to close your eyes. So when you come to my Yin class in the club, the lights are nicely dimmed. So it's really a more internal practice. Almost feels like practice by candlelights. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last inhale in. Exhale. Return your legs back into hip distance width. And curl your toes under. Walk yourself back into tabletop. Right, I will turn around and we're going to do the other side. Back into tabletop. Inhale the left arm out to the side and exhale, weave it underneath the right arm. Allow the left shoulder to land to the floor and the left side of your face lands on the floor. Pick up the right elbow, 90-degree bend into your right arm, high fingertips right in front of your face. Maybe walking out your left hand a little bit further behind, feeling that left outer shoulder rolling onto your mat. And another option here for you is that you can use your block for your head if it's too low to land all the way to the floor. So there's a couple of options there, or a towel underneath your head. Good. Again, you can curl one toe, one set of toes, or both feet flat, depending on how you need your body to be balanced off. Deep breath in. Exhale. Another variation, inhaling the right arm all the way up. You can stay here or play around with it, up or down, or bend into the elbow and weave it behind your back, either to the outside of your left thigh or left hip, or to the inside of the inner left hip. That just opens up the right shoulder a little bit more, so you can stack it a bit more, integrating it over. And breathe in. Breathe out. You can close your eyes or gaze down to the floor. And what is your body receiving in this pose? And what is it that your body needs to receive? Five more breaths. Good. Inhale. Exhale. You can unweave your arm. And set it back down in front of you. Still on high fingertips. One last breath in. Exhale out. Root down your entire palm in front of your face. And inhale, lift yourself up. Unweave the arms, come back into tabletop. Yes. All right. Return your belly back down onto the floor. And one more time, take your legs mat distance wide. And this time take your palms right to the top corners of your mat. And begin to lengthen the arms as your torso lifts off. So this is seal pose. Maybe you need to walk your hands out a little bit more in front of you if that is too scrunchy on your low back, or if you want more of a stretch, walk your hands a little bit more closer to you, still at the outer sides of the mat. And then lengthening out. Get really heavy into your pelvis, into the hips. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Fill up and release. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slowly bend back into your elbows. Place your palm onto palm, kind of like a pillow top, and your forehead onto your palm. Start to swivel your hips side to side. Allow a little bit more softness into that low back that we were just stretching and holding. Good. Come back into stillness and slowly make your way over all the way onto your back. Okay. Okay. So once you're on your back, let's see here. Telling me I'm using music I don't have the rights to. Interesting, eh, guys? Okay, we're on our backs. Got 5 more minutes before we finish off the class. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Lengthen your tailbone down. And maybe give yourself a rock side to side. Just nice and gentle rocking action. And breathe in. And breathe out. Come back into stillness. Start to lift your head and your shoulders off the floor to really hug yourself in towards your knees. Good. And start to release back down onto the floor. Take your knees mat distance wide. Tent the knees in together. Lift up through your hips, lengthen the spine and the tailbone forward, and then vertebrae by vertebrae, slowly set your spine back onto the floor. And take your palms to face up. And you can stay like this for the next couple of more minutes. Or extend your legs the length of your mat, whichever one feels comfortable for you. So get into that. And take a deep inhale in. And a deep exhale. And allow what you need from within yourself or from within the universe to land into your physical, mental, emotional, spiritual body, being open to receive. And return back into your breath. And do a little bit of a scan, softening through your toes, your ankles, your shins and knees, softening into your thighs and your hips, your low back, your heart center. Your shoulders, arms, fingers, neck and head. And wiggle out through your fingers and toes. And give yourself a big stretch, hands overhead. And roll over to one side. And using your upper arm to lift yourself up into your final seat. And place your palms together at heart center, and gently bowing into your prayer, affirming, I am open to receive all that I need. Inhale in. Exhale. The love and the light in me bows and honors to the love and the light in you. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy the class and that your back feels a little bit more better. Yeah. I can't wait to see you guys in studio. Thank you, Haizan. Thank you. Adrian almost fell over on me. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the love. Thank you for being in class. And I will see you guys soon. All right, let me know in the comments later how it felt for you in the class. Thank you, Louise. Great class. Awesome. Fantastic. Woohoo. Give yourself on the pat in the back that you came in, you joined. Yeah. Fantastic. All right, I will sign off. Hopefully this class will be saved and Facebook won't take it down like they did on my Tuesday's Instagram class because of copyrights, music that is not allowed in some small countries. That's the beauty, of this stuff. All right, guys, thank you. I'll be signing off, and I hope to see you in person in my classes, and if not, maybe some other time, okay? Bye, everybody. Thanks.